What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk about and collect everything PlayStation. Now, you've seen the title. Can I do it? Well, we'll get to that towards the end, but first of all I just want to show you a quick pickup I got. This was off a family member. My cousin messaged me, do I want to buy this game? I never even knew this game was out. It's one of my favourite franchises. I do own the game. Just didn't know it had a PS3 release. And that game is The Phantom Pain on the PS3. Now, I own this on PS4. I was unaware that there was a PS3 release, so that is news to me. I just assumed you had Guns of the Patriot on PS3 and then you had Ground Zero and this on PS4. So to see it, I was quite shocked. I was like, okay, well, I'll get that, because obviously they did the Metal Gear Solid PS4 console, which I own. That came with this game, Day 1 edition, but obviously it's a PS4 game, and I thought that's where it started. I didn't know they had a PS3. It must have been right at the end of the PS3 life cycle. But this is sealed, which is nice. A nice sealed copy for the collection. Obviously I don't need to break it because I've got the game on the PS4, which will probably play better anyway. I can't comment because I haven't played both, but I'm presuming it would. So I don't need to open it. I'm going to keep that one sealed. So it's a nice one to the collection. I only paid 20 quid for that, which I think is a good deal. I've looked on eBay. It's not a rare game to get sealed. There are quite a few sealed ones on eBay. They're around 25 to 30 quid. So I paid about as money, maybe slightly lower, but I'm happy with 20 quid regardless. So that is going to be added to the collection. And with that being said, let's take a little trip to CX, and I'll see you back here in the games room. So it's me and little man again. We're off to Newport. We're going to meet some friends for some lunch. But I've come about an hour earlier just to pop to CX and have a gander around while I'm here. So let's go to CX and see what we can see. So here we are again, folks. Another little shopping trip. Just making our way through the little shopping centre up in the lift. Me and the boy. Now, as I was walking through, I noticed that Sin City Comics must have had some sort of event on, because they were closed. There's a massive queue outside. But as I was filming that, I saw this woman. She dropped the glass jar. And I know I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just the way I caught it on camera. It just made me chuckle. Now, I know it's a bad sport of me to laugh, but it just tickled me, man. But first of all, we went to a charity shop. A few games here, all the same old fodder again. I don't have any luck in charity shops anymore. And then off we go to CEX. Nice Saints Row Collector's Edition with a USB bullet. Now, this CEX had a fair few special editions, as you'll see. Mario there, which is very sun damaged, but a nice boxed Mega Drive 2. Far Cry 5 Special Edition, like, this is quite cheap. Tempted to get that. Far Cry 5 is the only Far Cry I've ever played, I'm sad to say, so let me know in the comments if any of them are better. I do need to catch up on them and have a go. This is the cabinet now of Wonder, or whatever people call it. Cabinet of Dreams, is it? I don't know. But they did have this Batman. I'm definitely getting this at some point. Just didn't have the funds with me at the time. I think that's amazing. And there's also the Final Fantasy 15. They didn't have the statue out for that one, so I can't comment what that looks like, but that Batman one will be mine one day. I saw this, I wanted to get this, and I left the shop and completely forgot to pick it up. The reason I'm moving it around is it's actually lenticular in the middle. I was hoping the camera would pick it up, but it hasn't. This is a game I'm thinking of getting on the PS5. Just looks a bit fun. I love these cartoon games. I know they used to do them on the Mega Drive and things, which is really good. But with the technology nowadays, I just think that they look a little bit more crisp and more polished. So that Asterix game, it is calling me. Hopefully I have a little bit of a price drop. Jurassic Park, the collection, all the old school ones. This is also tempting. I played the death out of it on the Master System. Absolutely loved it. And this one's for Laura. She recently downloaded Lawnmower Simulator. And she didn't really get on with it. And I'm not surprised. Like, that type of game is definitely not for me. let me know if it's something you guys would play, because I couldn't think of anything more boring personally. But a lot of people love Power Wash Simulator, so I could be wrong, you know. I'm not always right, even though I like to think I am. Stray is going to be a pickup in the future, not sure when, but I will definitely get that. I've heard so many good reviews. Tree Pang, I don't know what this is. Anyone want to enlighten me, please do. But it's the same with the PS5, there's just not a lot about, is there? I don't know if it's just me, but this is VR only. But let me know if you're enjoying the PS5 library. I just find it getting a bit stale at the moment. Beholder, I just like the look of the cover, so like I said in previous videos, I'm just looking at games I've never heard of now, checking the covers out and seeing if there's anything that like tickles my fancy. This looked pretty cool as well. Let me know if you've played it. And now I'm looking at this Fallout because there's a Fallout with a cardboard sleeve. I do own this game, but I don't have the sleeve. So let me know, would you pay the £3.50 just for the cardboard sleeve? I know it's not a great deal of money, but I was like, shall I, shan't I? I was so on the fence with it. I really wasn't sure whether I should do it or not, but I probably will if I go there and it's there again. This was pretty cool, the dark pictures, but the box was absolutely battered. I own all those games anyway, but I am a sucker for cardboard, as you all know. Just wasn't going to buy something that battered. Now, if you're wondering why I'm looking at The Last of Us, I'm just looking out for the only on PlayStation sleeves. Obviously, I've completed the set, but if you could pick one up for like normal price and then sell it for 20 quid on eBay, why wouldn't you? So I check it out for those every time I'm in CX. Now, I still have never come across one in CX, so it just goes to show that they're not that common. They're a pain to find, in all fairness, but I'm so glad I finished that subset. Sonic Mania, we'll get this eventually. I do like the sleeve. Not today. It's a bit expensive for me. It's a game I'm never going to play, I'm going to be honest, but I just want the sleeve. And I know a lot of people say just take the sleeve and walk out. That's not me, I wouldn't do that, but I do need to pick it up at some point to get that sleeve. Quick gander at the PSP games. I'm not really collecting the PSP, but there are a few I will get. Like I want to get all the Metal Gear Solids, the God of War, the GTAs. I need to get Chinatown Wars, for instance. I'm not sure if there's any Final Fantasies on there. I don't think there is, but that one I saw the other day, the third birthday, is it? I'm gonna get that at some point as well, because a viewer left in the comments that it's something to do with Parasite Eve. Now this was nice, this was a nice find, but it's still up there price wise, and there's a game again I'm not going to play, so I may just wait for that to come down in price or see if I can find one somewhere else. So then we had a look in game. Game isn't brilliant, we all know that, but they do have some good deals sometimes. Like some of these figures I thought were pretty cool. Nothing I really wanted, nothing that stood out to me. I do like Marvel, but I'm not a massive Marvel fan. But it's worth a look, isn't it? You never know what they're going to have. Then we got the shitbox section. And we also need to make a little pit stop whilst we was in game / Sports Direct. And then we have a look at the games. They did have some good-ish deals. There was money knocked off, but it wasn't brilliant. Like Alan Wake wasn't bad. There's a few quid knocked off Astrobot as well, which I do want to get. I do really like Astrobot. Not played the new one, but it's still a bit pricey for me at the moment. Now, here is the Street Fighter Steelbook again. I'm assuming it's a Steelbook. That isn't a Steelbook, but with the sleeve, I'm assuming it is. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Manhattan. That's on the to-buy list at some point. Now, I'm just looking through these because these were the cheapest games there. Cheapest of the cheap. Like the artwork on this one as well. I'm a sucker for artwork. I buy the games, I don't play them though. That's the issue. That's one issue I'm having at the moment. And then I thought I'd have a little look at the Switch. Mostly for Ed, because he's a subscriber, being a massive supporter of the channel. God level tier in Wayne's Wolf Pack. And he's currently Switch only at the moment as he's emigrated to Thailand. So just thought I'd have a quick look at these for Ed. They didn't have some bad deals actually. Depends on your preference of games, but yeah, they wasn't too bad. Well, not in my eyes anyway. Those Nitro decks are cool. When I had my Switch, I was going to get a Nitro deck, but obviously I've got rid of it now. And then these. This is a possible future purchase for the games room. I'm going to have a look on Vinted and stuff, see if anyone's selling one off. But yeah, that's a future purchase, I think, that Umbrella Light. Possibly Back to the Future as well, because I do love that film. Turtles, Transformers, they are pretty cool, mind. But Umbrella would be top of the tree for me there. Now, I'm just going to jump in here quick. I've just got home from Newport and I've had a parcel waiting for me. It was left on the doorstep, which normally isn't a bad thing. However, they notified me about this yesterday. They've left it on the doorstep and it's been pissing down my rain. It is literally dripping with water. I'm really annoyed because if this is what I think it is, it's a cardboard sleeve edition game. And look at that. My bin is right next to my door. My front door's here, and then I've got my bins and recycle bins and stuff, so I don't know why they couldn't have put it in there. So I just want to open this as quick as possible, just to try and save it if I can. I just hope it's not knackered, but look at it, it's just, for fuck's sake, man. Good old Royal Mail. This is just, oh, thank God for the seller. Absolutely thank God for the seller. It's in bubble wrap. That, now look at that, that's a brand new parcel, and it's just, that's it. How dull can you be? Fucking Royal Mail. Right, let's get into this anyway. So, the item in question is this. Now this is an import. I don't think you can't get a physical of this in PAL. So this is another import. And the game in question is Slitterhead. So if you don't know what Slitterhead is, it is made by a lot of the original people who made Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill. Team Silent. So we have the game there for the PS5. Some pretty cool stickers. Slitterhead there. And some other bits. Now I've heard mixed reviews on this game. And then we have got an art book. So the artwork of Slitterhead. I won't open that now. Purely because I'm not sure if I'm going to open it at all. But this is the day one edition. That case is cool, but it's a bit big. Not going to lie, I don't think that's going to fit on my shelf. So I'm going to have to find somewhere special for this. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to playing it. Obviously you all know I'm a Silent Hill fan, and when I heard that some of the original members of Team Silent were making a game, and it was called Slitterhead, I watched some clips of it and stuff on YouTube. I'll put some gameplay footage up. It looked cool, but I have heard mixed reviews. Nesting in the red light district. But yeah, you can't get a physical of that in the UK, as far as I know. So I've had to import that bad boy. But I want to shout out to Invalid Blackout for that one, because he's the one who posted me in the direction. He sent me a photo and said, look, I've got Slitterhead on day one. And I was like, what? So he said, yeah, you can get it off Amazon US. I didn't. I ended up getting it off eBay. But yeah, good old Royal Mail nearly fucked it up for me, but thank God they didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna find somewhere for that to live. I'll give it a playthrough at some point and let you know what I think of it. But yeah, that's an awesome addition to the collection. Slitterhead. He put in here. Oh, cool! He sent a little postcard with it as well. Thank you for your first order. Don't forget to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Bazaarbazaar.com. So if anyone wants to give them a try, that's nice to understand that. That's pretty cool. Thanks once again for supporting our independent store. Try our site for your next order and save some pounds. Take advantage of a welcome offer. Use this code at checkout, 10% off your next order. That's nice to know. Only valid on our site and only for your first order. Based in UK, get your games faster and cheaper than ordering them from USA or Asia. So I think this company specialise in importing games, but they are in the UK. So all they must do is order like, I don't know, 20, 30 copies of like games you can't get over here and then sell them individually. But yeah, well happy with that. Thank God they packed it well and it was saved from the rain. But that's my Sunday so far. I'm not sure if I got any game hunting this week. It'll depend on work and my schedule and all that stuff. But I'll see you in a little bit with whatever I get up to. Well, I'm back. And unfortunately, no, I haven't been game hunting. So that was Sunday. I've been in work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is currently Thursday. I have not been game hunting. I wanted to get this video done now, ready for the weekend. So I've not been anywhere. But I do have a parcel that has come off a good friend, a member of Wayne's Wolfpack. He is a Wayne Kerr level, a fellow YouTuber, and I do class him as a good mate, Dave Chungus. So go and check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check that one out. But yeah, we've got a parcel off Dave. I don't know what's in it. It's a surprise. He said he sent me something. So let's have a look. It's quite a big parcel. I'm not going to be able to open it now, am I? Because he's taped it really well. Cheers, Dave. Marshall Mathers at the party. Bow chicka wow wow. Sorry, I just been listening to Eminem and I got Berserk song stuck in my head, which isn't actually one of my favourite songs, but it's in my head. Right, here we go. Oh, no we don't. I still need to cut this tape. Oh, he's left a note as well, folks. He's left a note. Probably calling me an a-hole. Wayne, here's some bits I thought would be cool in your collection. Something for you and Laura to play. Oh, nice. And some treats for the kids. Thanks for being a good friend. Merry Xmas and game on. Dave Chungus. Appreciate that, Dave. And you didn't have to give anything for the kids and stuff, but it's, what can I say? It's just very thoughtful of you, mate. Very, very thoughtful. Oh, you are a dick, mate. No, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. Right. So, for everyone on camera, I'm just going to show you. First of all, so we got treats for the kids. So, we've got like mini selection boxes, which I really appreciate, Dave. They'll be gone in seconds. I know they will, especially with my lad. Now, that is cool. That is absolutely ace, mate. A solid snake rubber duck. That's blown me away. You know I'm gonna have to collect the others now, and you've opened a can of worms here. But yes, Dave, that's, you know me so well. And then what have we got here? These are like little, I don't know what these are. What are they called? Have to let me know in the comments. Series 48 at something. Oh, they're like little bears, so that's pretty cool. A little PlayStation bear. And what's the other one? Do you collect these then, Dave? Let me know, mate. There's another PlayStation bear. So we've got like the newer style and this one, and then the old school classics. They're pretty cool, Dave. I've never even seen these before. What can you get then? You can get PlayStation, flags, horror. You can get all sorts. Oh, they come with a little card as well, do they? What's in this packet? Oh, that peels off. Yeah, it's like a little card to say what ones they are, I'm assuming. So we've got a PlayStation one there. Sorry if you can hear the dog. The dog is barking. I'm just going to pause it and scream at the dog. Barry, enough! Do you know what? I'm not going to pause it. I'll just leave that in. It's quite funny. And then we've got the old school PlayStation. The classic PlayStation. So, yeah. Cheers for that, Dave. That's amazing. But the reason I'm saying I cannot accept this is he has bought me a copy of Astrobot. Now, I know what this is going for. We've talked about it. It's a game I've said I wanted to buy. Me and Laura want to play it. It's like 52 quid in CX. I've seen it on Vinted and stuff for 40, and I want to play it, but it's one of them games I'm thinking, am I going to love it? So I must be more comfortable rather when it drops to about 30. But for you to buy me that, Dave, that is generosity overload. I really don't know what to say. I'm going to have to message you, mate, because I'm not happy about that. I'm going to have to give you some money, because that's like 50 quid's worth of game there. That's too much for you to give me. So we will be having a chat, mate. But I really appreciate the thought and the sentiment. That it's blown me away. I'm speechless, actually, mate, if I'm honest. Absolutely speechless. But thank you, mate. Thank you so much. So moving on from that little sentimental moment, I still can't get over Dave like buying me that. That's crazy. Crazy money. Like, that could be expensive for all I know, but I don't know. But that game is insane. Generosity on the man. Jesus. Awesome, Dave. Thank you. But moving on from that, the title of the video. A PlayStation 5 Pro for £250. Now, I'm not going to go and say you can just go to a shop and pay £250 and get one. There is a little workaround to do this. But I wasn't going to get a PS5. Well, let's start from the beginning. When they announced a PS5 Pro, I was all for it. I was like, I'm getting one. I want one on release day. I'm going to do a video of it on a channel, this, that, and the other. When I started seeing clips of it and stuff, I was like, this isn't what it's cracked up to be. It's not as good as I thought it would be. It's not worth the investment, especially the price and all that jazz. As time's gone on, I've been watching YouTube videos on it and comparisons and stuff, and it does improve games. I don't care what anyone says. Now, there is the argument that the Silent Hill patch, Pro patch, has had to be removed because they're working on it. That's Blooper Team's fault. Alan Wake 2, that one's the same. That's Remedy's fault. It's not the actual console's fault. I watched a video where they tested a load of games. So basically, every game that's been released with a Pro patch, 95% of them are improved. 5% of them actually look worse. So bear that in mind if you're thinking of getting one. Some games will look worse. Alan Wake was one of them. Silent Hill was one of them. I can't remember. They did show another game. I can't remember. But it's only 5%. Other videos I've been watching, they're playing Stellar Blade in fidelity mode, like the best you can get. They've got the pisser thing on it, and it's running at 90 frames a second, which is a vast improvement. The PS5 standard, runs at 60, but not many games get that. Dragon's Dogma 2, that's like 30 frames per second, and there's a lot of performance issues with that game. Capcom have optimized the PS5 Pro now. I was watching someone play it. They had it on it wasn't quite as good as Stellar Blade. So they had, if you had graphics mode, like fidelity, it was locked at around 50, around that sort of area. But if you had it on performance mode, it was like reaching the skies kind of thing, 70s, 80s. So, you know, there's still a debate about it, whether it's worth the money. But to me, what I've been watching, I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'm really thinking of getting one. Let's think about it. And then I saw a special offer. I talked about the people in the Wolf Pack in the Discord. I'm thinking of getting one. I'm just waiting for Laura to bite my head off. Laura was like, don't get one. A few people in the Discord was like, do not get one. They're not worth the money. A week went by and Laura wanted a Kindle and we were chatting about that. And then I said, well, it was like, we were talking about different deals. And then I explained the deal I could have got for the Ps5 Pro. And she's like, you never said it was that deal. She said, if it's that deal, just go for it. So me being me, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Well, I'm going to explain the deal. It is with Very. So everyone knows Very. They like an online catalogue kind of thing. This will only work if you don't already have a credit account with them, which I don't, or didn't. So if you open a credit account with them and you buy a purchase, your first purchase, they will give you 20% off. So I opened a credit account. They give me £600 credit. I bunged a Ps5 Pro in my basket, which was £689. They then give you the code, which was welcome. Type that in, it knocked 20% off my purchase, which brought it down to £551. They charged me £4 postage. I'll put a screenshot of the order up here. So it's 555 quid. Now, this is a credit, but it's 12 months interest free. So I have now got 12 months. I haven't put a penny out at the moment, and I've got 12 months to pay this. So I've got 12 months to find £555, and I'll pay no interest. Well, my plan is, if I sell my existing PS5 console, and looking on sold prices on eBay and what CEX sell them for and whatnot, CEX was selling for 400. I noticed yesterday they have dropped to 380. eBay, they are going around the 350 to 300 mark. Mine is in good condition. It is boxed. It's got all the manuals and all that. But what I'm also going to do, I'm going to keep all my leads there. I'm literally going to get the Pro and just stick it on my old leads. So my Ethernet will go straight in. My power lead and all that shit, HDMI is just going to go straight in. So all the leads will be brand new in the box. The controller will be brand new because I'm not even going to swap the controller because I've still got a PS5 controller here, which is like brand new because I use the DualSense Edge. So in theory, mine should be a nice console. It's a clean console. It's not done a lot of work. It's boxed. It's got all the stuff. The leads are brand new and all that. So if I could get, say, £300 for that, I have left £250 to pay for a PS5 Pro, which I don't think is bad money. People are saying it's not worth the upgrade. It's 250 quid. And whether it's a 20% increase in performance, it's still an increase. As a gamer, I game every day. I make content on gaming. For me to be stuck, not last gen, but holding myself back for the sake of 250 quid, I think is silly. YouTube's going very well at the moment. I know revenues go up around this time of year. This month, whatever it is, November, I made £69 just through ad revenue on YouTube and memberships. So if I can make £60 a month, 4 months is paid for itself anyway. But regardless of that, £250 and I've got 12 months to pay it, that is £20 a month. Absolutely nothing. So I had the thing, they said it should be here by Saturday. It is currently Thursday. The very next day, they sent me an email to say they are not happy with my credit check. So they are taking my credit facility off me and they cancelled my order. So you may have a lot better luck than me, purely because I got shit credit apparently. But what I don't get is they gave me £600 credit straight away and then the very next day they took it off me. They must have done a deeper check and thought, yeah, he's a loser or a deadbeat. So that's that. That was cancelled. The thing that annoyed me the most was the day before I'd obviously placed the order. They said I had the order, it would be here by Saturday. First thing I did was go and buy a disk drive. I looked for disk drives. I forgot. I knew there was a shortage, but I thought we was out of that now. You know, a lot of people got Pros who were going to get one. Didn't realise there was a shortage. There still is a shortage. PlayStation don't have them. They're £99 on their website. Do not have them. CEX have them, but they are rip-off twats. They are charging £170 for that, which I just think they're scalpers, basically. They are just glorified scalpers at this point. I know they've got to make a profit, and there's such a thing as supply and demand. But if you can get a brand new one from Sony for £99, they are charging £170 for second hand. That is, there's difference between making a profit and taking the piss out of people. I think that is just taking the piss. Apparently they done the same with the PS5 on that. When that released, they were charging £1,000 for that. It's just bad. There's no morals there, is it? And I know people need to make a profit and whatever, but if it's £99 brand new, if someone wants to trade one in, give them £70 for it, and then you're making 30 quid on it because you can still sell it for the 99 brand new price. Do you know what I mean? The scalpers ain't even charging that much on eBay, which is where I purchased one anyway. I bought one, 125 quid. Obviously, I paid over the odds, supply and demand, but I just think CX are taking the absolute piss with it. So I ordered one. So I'm sat there, I was in work actually, I was in a training course. I have this email and they've cancelled my order and I've got a disk drive on its way now. Great. So do I trade it in to CEX? They'll give me £99 on a voucher. I'm 26 quid down. Do I try and sell it myself or what? So I thought, you know what? Sod it. I'm sticking with the plan. I didn't get the deal, obviously, because Very wouldn't touch me. So I drew money out of my savings, my game sales money. I went and bought one outright from Argos. I went and picked it up that day, which is here. So the only bad side to this is I do not have the £120 discount, the 20% discount, which I would have had with Very. So I have paid full price for this, $689. But they did give an incentive with Nectar points. So I've got about 30 quid's worth of Nectar points now given to me. So I do have like 30 quid cash back, kind of. And then I'm still going to sell my one for 300, which will pay off that. So it works out. I got to find about 360 quid to put back into my savings. Whereas if I do the same thing, it's 30 quid a month for a year. I'll probably do it quicker if I'm honest. But that was that. So if you don't have an account with Very at the moment and you've got all right credit and you're happy to sell your old PS5, you could theoretically get a Ps5 Pro for 250 quid, which I think is pretty sound, and you will have 12 months to pay that £250 off. £20 a month is nothing. It's a cup of coffee or two. So yeah, go for it. But this is mine anyway. This is my Ps5 Pro. Finally got one. Well, I say finally, I wasn't really on the market for one. I wasn't dying for one, but when I seen that deal, I'm one of them people, once I get an idea in my head, I've got to roll with it no matter what. Nothing else matters. So I had one on the way and then it was cancelled. It was in my head I was having one. Obviously the purchase of the disc drive persuaded me more. So here we are. I've got it. I've not even turned it on yet. I have had it 2 days, I believe. Reason being, I've been down Laura's and I am waiting for the disc drive. The disc drive is either coming today, which is Thursday, or Friday. I don't want to set it all up and then have to unplug it all and stuff to put all the disc drive in. I've got a 2TB SSD in my original PS5, which I'm going to be putting in here as well. So that'll bring me up to 4TB then, which I think is plenty of storage. If I use all that, there's something wrong, especially when I'm mostly physical. So the plan is now, when that disc drive comes, I'm going to unplug my old one, put the SSD in, put the disc drive in, then set it all up, pay my portal and everything else, and then start fresh. I will get all that on camera. I'll do a little test as well. I'll get the screen, because I've got quite a good TV, because people were saying like you don't get the benefit if you don't have a TV. I've basically got the best TV you can get, like specs wise, without it being OLED. I've got HDMI 2.1. I've got VRR, variable refresh rate. I've got auto low latency mode. I've got HDR, and 120 hertz it'll do. Mine will actually do 144, so it's over spec for that. Full 4K. It's got a game master mode as well, so I can have like a display that'll show me what frames per second it's running at and all that jazz. So I will get all that set up on the screen when I'm doing a comparison, so you can see what games are running at and what sort of frame rates and stuff they're running at as well. So the only thing I'm missing out from not having an OLED is like the blacks and maybe that slight crispness on the screen. But other than that, I've got all the features I need to get the best out of the Pro. So it'd be nice to see what it can do. I've heard Stellar Blade is absolutely phenomenal on it. The Pro patch on that is outstanding. Laura's actually bought me Stellar Blade for Christmas, which is only a couple of weeks away now, so I am looking forward to giving that a blast. But yeah, that is the Pro. I wasn't 100% sure I was ever going to get one, but here we are. How times change. The week started off a bit slow with pickups, and the next thing you know, I've spent 700 quid. But like I said, I'm going to sell my old one, offset the cost, and then go from there. So that's that for this week's, folks. I do need to announce the winner of the little doodah, you know, I can't think of the word, the cover for your USB lead, the old school PlayStation 1. I have done all the names in a little wheel, and I will stick it up here. So let's get that wheel a spinning. Boom! And the winner is Daniel Sanford, 1172. So Daniel, if you can, message me either on Instagram or send me an email with your address and I will get that out to you. My email should be either in the description of this video or on the about part of the channel. So it'll be there, or Instagram, mate, Wayne's World of Gaming, or possibly TikTok as well, Wayne's World of Gaming on there. So yeah, get in contact, Daniel, and I will get that sent out to you as fast as possible. Thank you all for watching, folks. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I am literally like 70 away from 8,000 subscribers now, which is blowing my mind. I would love to do that by Christmas. So if you could help me out that way, it would be greatly appreciated. Like the video if you like the content. I know I've not been on much hunting this week, but I've got some cool bits and I've had an awesome gift off Dave. Cannot believe it. And if you want to support the channel further, consider joining Wayne's Wolfpack. You will get access to the Discord, emojis by your name, priority comments and all that stuff. So I shall see you all soon. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and as always, game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne, in his world PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's Live!